All right, everyone. Are you guys ready to kick off this special daytime live stream? Live reacting to the first PlayStation showcase in 2 years. You guys think we had to wait with Nintendo Directs? PlayStation fans have had to wait 2 years for a full showcase. Now, they've had state of plays and yada yada. Showcases, however, are their big event. The big dog. Their E3-like presentation. And it's been 2 years. Without further ado, let's welcome in your host. Let's drop them beats and drop your favorite emojis in the chat. And welcome in Nintendo Prime, or should we say PlayStation Prime, today.
Daytime live stream because we got a PlayStation showcase today. I've got my PlayStation 5 at the ready back here. I've got my God of War up on the screen. We don't know what's going to happen today. Well, we kind of know a little bit, all right. We kind of presume we'll see some Spider-Man, but probably some Final Fantasy XVI, you know, just a few things floating on the internet out there for today's showcase. Let's drop some special PlayStation lo-fi. Let me get the volume adjusted here. All right. So we got our PlayStation Lo-Fi going behind the scenes. How you guys doing, man? Are you having a good day? I hope so. Let's clear out that chat there. Are you having a good day? I pray that you are, because we're going to have a lot of fun today. Today is the first of the big summer showcases from the companies out there, right? We know we got an Ubisoft Forward later this year. We know we have Summer Game Fest. Oh, we're not done. We also have, what was that again? Oh, right, and an Xbox showcase as well. The only company we don't know that we probably care about, I mean, you could argue if you care about EA games, we don't know anything from them yet, or we don't know anything when Rockstar is gonna present games, or blah, blah, blah. But what we do know is Nintendo's likely to show something at some point this summer. Maybe not in May, maybe not in June, maybe not in July, although we have Pikmin 4. Pay attention for that. But possibly in August? I don't know. Like, they're going to have games at Gamescom. They're going to have games at... basically, they're going to have games to present at Gamescom because they're going. They're going to have games to present at Nintendo Live in September. So yeah, it's pretty safe to assume Nintendo's going to go at some point. So Sony's going first for the big summer shows this year, and I'm really excited to see what they have. There's a common misconception because the channel name's Nintendo Prime. I wear the hat. I go by that username in a lot of places, that I don't care about anything but Nintendo. And this common mantra needs to be thrown in the trash. For our longtime viewers, you guys know already, right? I cover the gambit. We watch all the live events. We watched the Xbox Direct earlier this year. We're doing Prime Gaming Fest to cover Summer Game Fest, the Xbox Showcase, the Ubisoft Forward, and whatever hell else ends up happening, right? We've got that going on. We have obviously live reacted to all the PlayStation events, all the prior E3s. We live react to it all. And why? Because I care about gaming first and foremost, not companies, gaming. So while I might have my bias towards Nintendo systems and Nintendo games, I clearly play them all. You see the Xbox with the Xbox sign. You see the PlayStation. You see the Switch. I play it all. So I care about it all. So I am thrilled to see what Sony has in the works. Thrilled to see what they have coming. What's cooking? What's going to be presented today? Lots of possibilities. We'll go over some rumors. There are some rumors about today because they won't be presenting anything until 3 p.m. my time, so we're about an hour and 40 minutes away. We always go live early and do a pre-show. We get our discussions. We take on some questions. And yeah, we kind of see what's going on out in the world of the rumors for today. So as an example, one popular rumor that's been floating out there is that we will see Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake today. But it won't be platform exclusive. Quite interesting, right? That is one very, very popular rumor that's been floating out about today. There's been some thoughts that we might see Assassin's Creed Mirage today. That is a rumored, reported, leaked new Assassin's Creed game supposedly coming out in October. Might see it today. Might be more of a Summer Game Fest thing, but hey, you never know. All right, so we've got rumors out there. We got rumors. There's one rumor from the Snitch in here, who's been very accurate. The Snitch has been teasing Ratchet and Clank. Very interesting, since we got a Ratchet and Clank all the way back in 2021. So a new one already would be quite interesting. Maybe it's a remaster. Maybe it's a remake. That's being rumored out there. There's rumored on potential Persona news. There's rumors on everything, man. Today is a very, very hype day, especially for PlayStation owners, but gamers on the whole. Some of the games will be multi-platform, some of them won't. But I'm excited to see what's next. Excited to see what's next from Sony. I mean, we know a few things, but we don't know it all. I saw earlier in the chat, someone wanted to see Horizon 3. I think it's a little soon. We just got Forbidden West last year. Let's be more realistic. We're not gonna see Horizon 3 this soon. Okay, let's give them time to make the game. You're gonna want them, as you saw with Tears of the Kingdom. Give them time to make the game. Let them cook over there. But who knows what we're gonna see? Who knows? Time will tell. Let's get to the chat. We had a super chat come in from Devin Knox. So what time does the showcase actually start? It starts in 1 hour and 36 minutes. 1 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Central for me. So it basically starts right when my children get off the bus. But Yulia's here. She'll take care of them. So we're all good. I am here with you guys for PlayStation. And then we have our Nintendo Prime podcast tonight as well. So hopefully I catch everybody at that podcast too. If not, well, okay. I mean, what are you going to do? I can't make people show up. Let's see here. Sorry, I had someone DMing me something. Sorry, I gotta respond to this. Oh, jeez. Come on. Online system's not sending my messages. It's fun. Fun. Come on. All right. I think what I wanted to send went through. All right, getting back to business. We had another super chat come in from Necro Banana saying, why is your bottom lip so red, bud? You getting abused. Blink twice if you're in danger. 1, you won't be able to see me blinking right now. 2, I just have a giant lip, man. This lip, man. You know why it's standing out more to you today? Because the beard is darker. So with the beard being darker, it highlights the lip color more. That's what's going on. But yeah, my lip color is the same color it always is. I just have a huge lip, man. Always have, always will. Let's see here. What do I expect from today? I mean, look, I expect, thanks for the $5, by the way. I expect Spider-Man. I want to see Spider-Man. Like, I am interested in Final Fantasy XVI. I am. The gameplay they showed the other day for it, let me be honest, it looked like more Final Fantasy from like the prior game. Like more Final Fantasy 14, more Final Fantasy. It looked like just more of what Final Fantasy's been for a bit. So it wasn't that exciting to me. However, that doesn't mean that they can't show me something today that excites me. But I'm really looking forward to the next Spider-Man. I didn't play the new Spider-Man franchise on PlayStation until I got my PS5. Then I beat Miles Morales. Then I went back and played Spider-Man Remastered, and utterly fantastic. Amazing experiences. So I'm super stoked for what the next Spider-Man game is. So that is one that I know I'm excited for. Otherwise, I'm ready to be surprised today. Show me the unexpected. Show me things that will surprise me, like in the way Kenna did. The Kenna game was epic. I want to be surprised. So let's see what happens, man. I'm really excited. Lipstick confirmed. I don't wear lipstick. I don't wear any makeup. But think what you want. That lippy smooching. Oh my gosh. If you guys ever wonder, one negative of the big lips is it's hard to keep them hydrated all the time. So you'll hear me sometimes smacking when I'm recording video, like a sound like that. It's usually my lips smacking. It's annoying. Doesn't matter how much water I drink. Just always been that way my whole life. Did anybody do the menu request for the Secret Stone? Oh, jeez. Your Tears of the Kingdom news are awesome, bro. Hope I get to 133K soon. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I want my other videos to get views, but you know, I can't make people watch. I can't twist people's arms. You know, like my Pokemon video yesterday, you know, is sitting at, oh, that's not accurate. Hold on. Let me update my back end. Sometimes it doesn't update. So like the Pokemon video is sitting at just below, or just at 10,000 views, which is fine, but obviously, like, you know, a third of what a Zelda video will do. The PlayStation Nintendo video today is doing okay. It's got 3 different pieces of news in there. It's doing okay right now. We'll see where that one lands, but yeah, look, I'm just trying my best here to create engaging content, to make content on stuff I care about. Obviously, I care a lot about Zelda, but I care a lot about video games in general. You know, if I could make content on PlayStation and Xbox games on this channel, I probably would. Not because I you know, care about them more than Nintendo games, but because it does help fill the slate. Because right now, Nintendo doesn't really have anything going on until they start marketing Pikmin 4. So until Pikmin 4 starts to get marketed, there ain't much to talk about. Hail 5 gifted memberships. Oh, did not expect that. We got Ashlyn M gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Ashlyn. Welcome our new members, Sam West, Jessica, Sarah B, Unseen, and John. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for those gifted memberships. That means a lot. It's a great way to support the channel and support the community at the same time. All right. And by the way, for those curious, no, I'm not doing shots. I don't do shots during day streams. So if you want to super chat, just because you want to support the channel and get your questions in. So let me go over to one thing I haven't done today. And I did this on purpose. I haven't read the PlayStation news today, just to kind of see if there is anything big being put out there. So let's see. There was an update for Sniper Elite 5. Sony has reiterated they plan to launch 12 live service games by fiscal year ending March 2026. Whether or not that excites you, I have no idea, but 12 live service games. I assume by live service they mean like a Fortnite or like a never-ending game. 12 of them though, that's a lot. Hey, we got Sarah B with the 5. So happy to be back. Only stayed away a short while to play my Tears of the Kingdom. It's so good. I want to try to center this more. I had to move the chat because I'm using a different monitor today. Let's try to center this more like that, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, stayed away a short while to play my Tears of the Kingdom. It's so good. Glad to finally catch you live again. From Sarah in the UK. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate the support. That's awesome. I'm glad to have you back and going strong here. More on the Metal Gear stuff. So this is obviously a rumor. There's going to be a Metal Gear Solid Classic Collection potentially announced today. Or maybe not. Maybe announced in June. Oh, that'll probably be announced at Summer Game Fest then. Or Xbox event. That'll have Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that won't be today. And that will be for probably Summer Game Fest or the Xbox event. Okay, cool. Getting some Metal Gear Solid love out there. Japanese retailers leak the release date for Assassin's Creed, October 12th. That's fun. Oh, there was news out there about why Final Fantasy XVI is PlayStation exclusive for those interested. There was news out there. So, speaking with Game Informer, the game's producer, Naoki Yoshida, explained that Square Enix explored multiple company offers regarding Final Fantasy XVI, and it was Sony that came back with the best one. Final Fantasy is one of Square Enix's most important franchises, up there with Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts. When we do begin development, we do approach multiple platforms, multiple companies about releasing the game. And when you approach them, they're going to come back with their offers. That said, from a developer and programmer perspective, limiting development to one system makes it not only easier on us, but allows us the ability to optimize it. And that allows us the ability to maximize performance for that one system because we're only concentrating on that one system. I find it fascinating when companies say this kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, Sony had the best offer, so that's what we went with. As if Square Enix doesn't put all their big games on Sony almost exclusively. Dragon Quest is like the one they go multi-platform with. Suddenly they're not choosing it's funny. With Dragon Quest, they're not like, oh yeah, Sony exclusive. No. We can release Dragon Quest 11, put it on everything, have it run great on everything, and not have the excuse. But the excuse is, oh, yeah, they came with the best offer, and we can make the best. Like Dragon Quest 11's lesser of a game because it's multi-platform. What I don't understand is that Square Enix is a massive billion-dollar corporation that self-publishes games. I understand like Platinum Games, okay? Platinum Games is not a game publisher, okay? Generally. They are a game creator, so they rely on publishers to pay them to make games. That's not what Square Enix relies on. They don't rely on people paying them to make games. So it's just sort of a cop-out excuse that they have to make Final Fantasy exclusive. Oh, we have to make it exclusive. No, you don't. It could be a multi-platform game. It doesn't need to be exclusive. It's exclusive, and it's exclusive with Sony because you like working with Sony. I mean, I would argue a good chunk of Square Enix is basically Sony only at this point. I hate saying that, but that kind of is what it feels like. So it's not surprising it's Sony exclusive. I just wish that Square Enix didn't take the money because they don't need it. They're acting like they can't make the game without these companies, which is stupid. Which is just stupid. No shade on Sony. Every company is trying to buy up exclusivity on stuff. I just don't know why a company such as Square Enix, that's as large as they are, would take the money, you know? But like, yeah, you can get exclusive marketing deals. That happens with Call of Duty, but that doesn't mean they're gonna rip Call of Duty off Xbox. Like, it's so weird. Anyways, That's just my personal take on that. I'm just not into the whole. I'm not into companies doing this kind of thing. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. But what are you gonna do? My mom, by the way, is in the chat. Hi, Mom. How you doing? The Sony event is live in 1 hour and 24 minutes, guys. Square Enix wants to be exclusive, so be it. They're lost. I mean, yeah, look, if Square Enix wants to just be with PlayStation all the time, it's fine. I mean, they're not. Obviously, we got like Live Alive on Switch. You know, Octopath Traveler 2 was on Switch, but they went multi-platform with it. I wish that, you know, a company as large as them would not do something. Like, if you want to make an advertising deal, fine. Or like exclusive costumes or something. I just don't like when a company that large is like, yeah, we'll take your money, even though we don't need it. I mean, it must be a pretty big check. I'm assuming the check is quite large to get a game like Final Fantasy VII Remake exclusive, Final Fantasy XVI exclusive. Like, it's funny too, because at one point they said Final Fantasy VII Remake wouldn't be exclusive. It'd be a timed exclusive. Still hasn't left PlayStation. Just saying. It's been many years. Still hasn't left PlayStation. So, plus, what happened in the Activision Blizzard deal, which who knows what the heck's happening with that anymore, is we found out, we got to read Sony's contracts that they have made with Square Enix and other people, and it's pretty damning. Like direct sabotage of Xbox in those contracts. It's pretty crazy, but that's all right. You know what the games are what ultimately matter, not any of this exclusivity drama or all that stuff. The games are really what matter. I think Final Fantasy 16 is going to be great. So as long as they nail the game, that's the important part. It just gets a little tired seeing these companies bicker. But what are you going to do? Yes, Final Fantasy VII Remake is on PC. We got to remember, Devin knocks things for the $2. All of Sony's games go to PC, so that doesn't change anything. Sony just wants the extra PC money after the game stops selling on their platform. Sony's been doing that for a long time. They put Horizon on there, you know, Spider-Man, etc. That's just what Sony does. Sony supports PC ports because after they no longer are selling that well on PlayStation, let's drop them on PC. Sony's been doing that for a bit now. Missed out on Street Fighter 5 because it's only on PlayStation. Happens. The thing is, nothing against PlayStation. Again, I have a PS5. I have the disc version. Nothing against Sony. I don't know. Like, for me personally, exclusivity stuff doesn't matter because I have all the platforms. I'm in a fortunate position to afford them all. So I can just play whatever I want, wherever I want, whenever I want. Well, I shouldn't say whenever. That's not really how that works, but... And I guess I shouldn't say wherever because it's not like I moved the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox from that TV. So I guess really I can just play them at home. But it's baffling to me, you know? Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is supposed to come in July to Switch. I'm waiting to see. I have not played Hogwarts Legacy yet. I am going to play it because I love Harry Potter. But we're going to have to wait and see how the Switch version is before I decide what version I'm getting. Because this is the way I figure. I'll wait for the Switch version and I'll see if it runs well. And maybe I'll get it on Switch. If it ends up being a mess, I could probably therefore just get it much cheaper on Xbox or PS5. So like, it's sort of a win-win for me. Either I end up with a really good Switch version and I get to enjoy playing it anywhere, or I end up with a cheaper PlayStation 5 or Xbox version. So it all works out for me. Did they delay it? Yeah, that's right. They delayed it again to November, didn't they? I don't remember. You know what? I can't keep up with that game, man. The only time Hogwarts Legacy is in the news for Switch is when they delay it. So you're probably right. It's probably in November. Yeah, they delayed it to November. Okay, thanks, guys. I know I put it in a video, but I cover so much stuff I sometimes forget. Also, that this is just a fun little story today. I don't know if this game's ever coming. Remember when Ubisoft announced a Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake? And they even showed us gameplay at one point. It's been rebooted again. it's been rebooted again. So we're not gonna see that for a long time if that game ever comes out. So Prince of Persia said Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake won't be at the upcoming Ubisoft Forward, but fear not, it's very much alive. And in the Q&A, they said Ubisoft Montreal is the birthplace of the original Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Well, that's a big deal. It's a big deal for everyone, I will be honest. And there's a bit of pride to be able to take a second look at the game and identify new tech we can showcase. So they moved it back to the original development studio and rebooted development again. So, yeah. I would love to see that game actually come out on a future Nintendo system. So maybe it being rebooted gives it a chance, but I don't know. We'll see. Remember Skull and Bones? Supposedly still coming out. Other people thinking it's going to get canceled. But reportedly it's still coming out. Supposedly. At some point. Ubisoft is having problems getting games to the finish line, though. I mean, when was the last brand new Assassin's Creed game? When was that? I know that they were giving Assassin's Creed a bit of a break so they could spend more development time on it, and that's why there's some high expectations for Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I do think will come out, and I obviously think Ubisoft has gotten plenty of Assassin's Creed games to the finish line. But, damn, man. It's been a bit since Ubisoft dropped like a mega hit game, hasn't it? No sparks of hope didn't hit for them like they wanted. Even though I think it's a great game. When's the last big Ubisoft success story? Valhalla? Yeah, and Valhalla was what? Back in launch of Xbox Series? I mean, that was back in 2020. It was a yearly franchise at one point, and that was back in 2020. So, this new Assassin's Creed game coming out this year has been in development for probably 6 years. So we'll see what happens. I got KOTOR 1 and 2. Yeah, there was a KOTOR remake happening. Who the hell knows what's happening there? There's rumors that had to get restarted again. Lots of things hitting development hell right now, it sounds like. I don't know for sure. Just sounds like. I can't think of one. Let me see. Where and when is Mirage based? I believe Egypt. Right? I don't remember what the rumors say, but I'm pretty sure it's Egypt. Charge my mouse here. Pretty sure Egypt. Maybe someone in the chat knows. Is it Afghanistan in the 800s? China? Yeah, see. Who knows? Different answers. Let's look it up. Assassin's Creed Mirage is based where and when? Let's see what the rumors say. Granted, you gotta remember, the game hasn't been announced. Anyways. 9th century Baghdad. Alright. There you go. Beginning in the year 861. All right, so it's happening over there. Oh my gosh, can we get a ban on this guy? I got it. Don't worry, mods, I got it. I don't know if we have any mods here right now, so sorry you guys had to see that. Normally we're more on top of it, but it's a day stream, so we probably don't have a lot of mods here. We have a member chat coming in from Dark Shadows 275. Hey Nate, was that Kingdom Hearts music in the background just then? Yes, it was. We're playing a Sony remix, sort of lo-fi thing right now. So, because it's a Sony kind of day today. It is what it is. Sometimes the news is the news, and this is today. I mean, obviously the Nintendo Prime podcast won't be much about Sony, but I'm trying to lock in our final guest. That's why I was dealing with a DM I had today. It got leaked out in November by a Japanese retailer. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so it's happening in Baghdad and stuff. So we'll see what happens. It's an interesting time period that I don't personally know that much about, so. Oh, time for the showcase start. 1 hour and 15 minutes from now, Isaiah. Am I expecting any Bloodborne related things? You know, it's been a long time since we've had you know, since Bloodborne originally came out back on PS4. So could there be some? Could there be a remake, a remaster, or a new like Bloodborne 2? Sure. Like I'm not sure what to expect. See, I don't follow Sony and how their game releases work as closely as I do with Nintendo. So that's what sort of makes this showcase even more fun for me, is I don't have expectations. Besides seeing Final Fantasy XVI, besides seeing Spider-Man, I don't have any other expectation. So I am ready to be shocked, surprised, awed, maybe even more so than people that follow Sony all the time. Because people that do follow them all the time probably be like, oh dude, I can predict this entire showcase. This happens with directs, right? I can predict the entire Nintendo Direct. Well, I can predict the entire Sony showcase. I'm not surprised by anything. And I can go, well, I can't. So I'm gonna be shocked at whatever I see, in a good or bad way. So, favorite PS4 and PS5 exclusives? I mean, Spider-Man. Easily Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Yeah, it's my favorite. As for like something else that's a favorite that's exclusive of theirs, I haven't played Forbidden West yet, but I did play Zero Dawn. I do like Horizon. It was pretty good. And then, I mean, God of War. But I like Spider-Man the best. There's other ones. Ratchet and Clank were fine. The Rift Apart was pretty decent. The surprisingly, the game I liked the most was Sackboy, man. That last Sackboy game that launched with PS5. Dude, I really enjoyed that one a lot. Maybe it's just because I played it with my son, with Aiden, because he was really good at it and he went ahead and beat it on his own. So then I started over and then beat it. But yeah, man, like that game was really good. I wouldn't mind another Sackboy game. Death Stranding 2 trailer. I mean, possible. I think that might get saved for Summer Game Fest though, because you know how buddy Jeff Keighley and Jeff Keighley and Kojima, they're basically like brothers. So kind of feel like if Death Stranding 2 got revealed, it would be at Summer Game Fest. Elden Ring DLC, that's possible. Elden Ring DLC. You know that at these showcases, they do show third-party stuff. Elden Ring DLC, that is a possibility. Yeah, dude, Sackboy was so good. That, what was it called? Oh, I don't have my PS5 on right now. I forget what, was it Sackboy's Big Adventure? I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good. Yeah, some people wanting a new knack. I heard Kind of Funny Games joking around in the last week, being like, yeah, let's get Knack remastered in 8K, an 8K Knack. Oh, big boy event. See, look at that. See, I remember sometimes. I don't always remember the things I've played, the exact names. Even Nintendo games I sometimes mess up. But yeah, man, dude, I really enjoy games on PlayStation, like legit. And what I like best, this damn controller, man. I have hated every single PlayStation controller in existence until this one. Now it's because I have massive hands, and anytime I held a DualShock controller, my hands were just cramping a lot. Play anything for an extended period of time, my hands would cramp. Not this one. This is like the big hand chonker I've been wanting. It feels so good in the hands. Obviously the adaptive triggers and the force feedback, and it's good. It's a good damn controller. Sure, the battery life isn't the greatest, but when you have the kind of features this controller has, the battery life isn't going to be the greatest. Yeah, the controller is, it's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, the Switch Pro controller is fine, but it just feels cheap in comparison. Then you have an Xbox controller, which, you know, and like this, it just, this feels solid. It's just familiar. And the Xbox has been my favorite controller for a while, and this still is to me a great controller. But I think the DualSense is better. Let's see here. Last of Us 3? Maybe. I don't know. Sony does like, at showcases in particular, they do like teasing games that are like 3 years away. They do that a lot at these showcases. At least they have in the past. So I would be surprised if we see games that aren't going to be here for like 3 years. And that could be like a Last of Us 3 or something else. So I could see them teasing, like, I could see this showcase being packed and everyone walks away from this going, whoa, but then only like 4 games actually come out in the next year and everything else is years away. Sony has a history of doing that sometimes, where they have like this jam-packed showcase and you walk away going, best showcase ever, but then most of the stuff you hear is like way off in the distance. How's my knee? It hurts. It hurts. Thanks for asking. I'll be all right though. I've got some ginormous lunch hooks myself. What are we talking about? Oh, you mean the paws? Yeah, man. It really does matter with controllers. Some controllers just don't fit well. And that's probably true of people that have smaller hands too. Like, you know, maybe they don't like the DualSense as much. Maybe it's too big for their hands. I don't know. Maybe they are DualSense. Yeah, maybe they prefer the DualShock. Beats me. I mean, Yulia loves the Joy-Cons, doesn't it? She's got smaller hands. I mean, she loves the Switch Joy-Cons. I try to get her to play with a Pro controller, and she'd rather take that damn thing and slide them into the whole doggo controller and be good there. She just loves the Joy-Cons. I've never met anybody until her that actually loves the Joy-Cons. Shows that, you know what? There's different controllers for everyone, you know? I've got big hands. It's always a lovely time trying to use the joint. Yeah. I mean, I still do it when I'm laying in bed and stuff, but it's not like it's my most enjoyable play experience. I probably should get one of those bed hook things that you could just slide your Switch into, and then it just holds it right here, and then I can just lay back with a Pro controller. But I don't have that, so I've seen them being like sold online, so I know they exist. I was gonna do my hair up today, but I didn't. Maybe I'll do it up for the podcast. We'll see. I'll change my look for the podcast. Wearing the dark shirt with like the dark paint in the background, I always think kind of doesn't look great. I guess it doesn't look too bad depending on your monitor, I suppose. I don't know. Who's on the podcast today? No big names today. I can tell you that Switch Force is going to be on a future episode. I've been talking to him about it. He's out of town, so not this week, but we're working on getting him on. We're having, the usual cast, me, Eric, Darren, Andres Restart. So there's our typical 4 at this point. And then we are bringing on Nick Barrett. You guys probably remember him. He's been on our show before from the Joy-Con Drift podcast. He just jives so well with us, man. If you guys remember episodes we've had Nick Barrett on, man, he just jives so well. He just slides. It just feels like a natural fit. You know what I mean? Like if I was a company and I was hiring people and I wanted to hire a 5th regular person, like it would be him. He just slides right in. He fits so good on the show. And then this other person we're having on, potentially, I don't want to say who it is yet. It is a smaller YouTuber, but again, I'm waiting on the confirmation. I'm pretty sure this is the person that's coming on, though. So, but when I get my confirmation, I'll let you know on the other person. Nice. I love Switch Force. You two are my favorite. Yeah, I was on his and Nintendo Talks podcast a few weeks ago. That's sort of how, I actually got to talk to Switch Force for once with wasn't just text messages. And so I reached out and yeah, he's all cool. He wants to come on a show. So we're going to get that lined up at a time that works for him. So he's got time to make his show, his Good Morning Mario and all that, get all set up, and then be able to come on our show for a couple hours. So we'll get that worked out. But yeah, he's going to be coming on. He's going to be coming on at our time. I'm not gonna have to move the show around like I did for Kit and Krista. And I don't know who's on next week yet. I got to reach out to some people, but we'll get it good. You like Darren? He's hilarious. Well, one thing I like about Darren is he does play games. He's like a high energy version of Eric. It's kind of nice. Just reading the chat here. Yeah, Sombro will be back on. Tysberg, Sombro will be back on. Absolutely, Sombro will be back on. He's definitely more talkative. Well, yeah. Sometimes I gotta message him. All right, let's let some other people talk, buddy. Andres tries to be, because Andres can talk a lot too, but he likes to sometimes let other people get words in. But yeah, you gotta tell him to calm down sometimes. But yeah, Sombro will be back. You don't know when. Sombro comes on once a month. He's a once a month regular. Him and HMK are once a month regulars. I don't know when the next show is they're going to be on, but because he was already on earlier this month. But I'll reach out to him. And figure out when he's coming on in June. I can old man ramble sometimes myself, but I catch myself. Yeah, I used to have that problem on the podcast where I talk too much. Some of our longtime viewers know. When we were just doing the 2-man, sometimes 4-man podcast, I talked way too much. I would dominate. It got to a point that I started realizing, and I was thinking about this today. Actually, I was mowing the grass, and I was listening to a couple podcast episodes because it takes an hour and a half, 2 hours to mow my lawn. I was listening to some podcast episodes, some sports, one video game one sports one. And both of the shows were actually one-person shows. So just one person with a set of topics. And they would just talk for an hour. It made me think of maybe starting up a show like that. Like maybe I wouldn't put it on Nintendo Prime, so I don't have to be as restricted, But what if I started up like a Nate Jantz show or whatever you would call it? I don't know what I would call it. I just think about using my name because it's like simple to just be like the Nate Jantz show. There's no other show like it because it's me. And then it would just be me for like an hour. Wouldn't be like super long shows, maybe an hour and a half. And I would just drop an episode 3 times a week. Just 1 hour episode, me talking about whatever. Probably game topics. Yeah. And I could like dive into other stuff. Like I could talk about Sony. I could talk about PlayStation. I could talk about Xbox. I could talk about Nintendo. I could talk whatever. It'd be the topic of the moment, right? And the funny thing is, every time I think about doing that, I go, well, why wouldn't I just do that on Nintendo Prime and then I'd make money? Because I wouldn't make money on a new place. And I'm like, no, because then I have to talk about Nintendo. Always. So like if I did like the Nate Jantz show, it'd be open for me to sort of talk about what I want. Maybe one episode I want to delve into sports. Can't do that here. So I don't know. It's sort of a mix of stuff to figure out if I ever want to launch that show, because it's really simple. I would live stream it, but it would be a set show. I wouldn't be like responding to the chat. It would just be a live show, right? So it would be probably me sitting on this set, and I would just talk the talk, shoot the shoot. I'd have my set topics and I would just go. And it'd just be me ranting and rambling for an hour and a half. 3 times a week. I don't know. I don't know if you guys would listen. But it's an idea I've had percolating for a bit. And as I was listening to those 2 podcasts today that are just one-person shows, it made me realize that I kind of wouldn't mind a one-person show. Like my live streams are sort of that. But my live streams are interactive. It's about me talking to you guys. It's not always set topics. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys would listen, but it's something I've considered doing, and I would live stream it on a separate channel. And then obviously there'd be an audio version that goes up. I don't know. Don't know if people would care, but I thought it might be neat. I'd probably just call the channel my name, and then that would be one show on the channel. And then if I ever expand, like let's say I have that show and it's basically gaming, but then I do another show that's basically sports. It'd be like separate things, but all my interest on my channel. Yeah, I don't know. Just some thoughts. The sports, if I did a sports show, it'd probably be with Eric. I know, Eric loves talking sports. Do a one-man ASMR show. So it's Arctic. Thanks for the $2, Arctic. Appreciate it, man. So I don't know. You guys, it's okay if it's not content you're interested in. It would be reaching a totally different audience. I'd be trying to get a different audience with that show. And I have no idea if it would ever take off. It wouldn't be something that would detract from what I do here, though, at all. It would be in addition to. So, yeah, I mean, it's just an idea. It'd be on a separate channel. I'm not even sure if I go with Nathaniel Rumpel-Jantz or because I have other channels, right? I got the Nintendo Prime podcast channel, which I could rebrand. It would feel weird to rebrand the channel, but I could rebrand that channel. Then I have a Nintendo Prime Live channel, which I don't use anymore. I don't know. So we'll see. Oh, I have the Nathaniel Rumpel-Jantz channel. Well, I'm switching to it right now. Do I have any videos on this channel? Yes, I do. Yes, I do have some videos on this channel. Oh my gosh, I've had this channel for so long. It's got old school World of Warcraft raids on here. This is hilarious. From Shaded by Oblivion. Oh man, I was so dedicated to that guild back in the day. Damn. See, I tried doing some other gaming content here and it didn't do very well. Yeah, I did some weird content. So installing an SSD in a cheap Dell Inspiron laptop. Did that video. And then I did a video about the Google Home Mini. Dude, I was trying to do some tech videos. I did some game videos. I was all over the place on this channel, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I feel like I should do something with that Nintendo Prime podcast channel. I was going to turn it into a clips channel, but I'm clearly not doing that. Does this channel even get views anymore? Naturally. Oh, hell yeah. 73 views in the last 28 days. Yeah, there's no views on this channel. I could just rebrand this channel, hide all the videos. Oh, gosh. It's making me review the terms that I never accepted on this channel for monetization. That's hilarious. So it's making me accept all these things because I haven't been on this account in forever. Anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What do you think about Phil Spencer saying good games don't sell consoles? I think that he's right. But within a certain context. I talked last night on my live stream about generational games. generational games sell systems. Just good games don't. If you think about Microsoft, have they ever released a generational game? Ever? Now, they've released important games. Halo, Combat Evolved, very important. Help shape future online platform play on consoles forever. However, generational, they didn't review great. People didn't leave other platforms to play them. So generational, very good. Had an impact. But generational, it ain't no Elden Ring. It ain't Mario, it ain't Zelda. Generational? I don't know. So I kind of feel that Xbox just hasn't had that generational game. That game that everyone in the world feels like they have to play it. We have to play it no matter what. We have to play it. So yeah, I think he's right in so much that I don't know that just having good games does that. Sony's had generational games. So I think there is something to it to say good games isn't good enough. Now, good games coming out often still can impact it. But I do think that there is just a lot more to selling a system than just having good games. But you do need them. So the way Phil Spencer worded it made it sound like they don't need good games to sell systems. Reality is you do, but good games alone isn't good enough. You need a system that's appealing on top. Like Switch is the double whammy. You have a nice appealing form factor along with appealing games with an appealing name. It all just goes together well. It's a great mix. And that's what leads to mega success. Yeah. Now, Sony has gotten to the point that they don't even need to release good games to sell systems anymore. And that's because Sony's created what's known as brand loyalty. Okay. They have created a consistent doldrum of content, system, and customer support over decades. That they are very successful at transferring users from one system to the next. They are the best in the industry at doing that. So they don't necessarily need to have a generational game at launch or even in the first year. They don't need a 2017 lineup like Switch had to be successful. They can pace themselves because they've created brand loyalty due to being super consistent over 2 decades now. So that's another way to be successful too. Microsoft's problem is they've always been in last. Besides the Xbox 360, and even then, they ended up in last at the end anyways. They've always been in last. They've never been able to get over the hump consistently. And they don't know if there's anything they can do to do that. So that's why they're shifting so hard to services and streaming, because it's an area the other competitors aren't really doing much in. So they feel like they can get a stranglehold there and be like, fine, we're not going to ever compete on system sales, but maybe we can compete by having the #1 subscribe service. So that's sort of where they're shifting. I get it. So I think he's correct when he says good games don't sell systems, but it is part of the equation. You still have to have them. If you don't have good games, no one's going to buy the system because, again, why do we buy consoles? To play games. So if you don't have good games, no one's going to buy. But I'm not saying that a good game will make people buy. It will make them feel better about buying if there's good games. But I think a combination of factors comes into play. Like, I think Wii U had some great games. Didn't sell the system, did it? Takes a combination of factors to sell systems. I also don't have the live stream up right now. I can't even read chat. I'm getting in here. There we go. Got it up. Do I believe the rumor, says Jessica, about the Zelda movie? Which rumor? The only rumor I've even seen out there was like that Henry Cavill might voice Link or something. That was one rumor I saw out there. I haven't seen any other credible rumors. And the Zelda team made it sound like they haven't even thought about it. Like, yeah, we'd like to make a movie maybe, but like we're too busy. So it doesn't really sound like there's any plans for a Zelda movie anytime soon. But, you know, because the games were not good enough. It's your opinion. One of the, arguably the best Xenoblade game ever made is still stuck on Wii U. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Guess what? It's a Wii U game. 58 million here. It's a Wii U game. Why didn't that sell Wii U's? There's a combination of factors that go into selling system. It's never just about the games. There's more involved. And if you don't get the more, then having good games just won't be enough. And Xbox has struggled with having enough good games and also struggled with the more. They've struggled on both ends, which is why Xbox hasn't been able to consistently sell well, because they don't always get the more right, and they don't typically get the good games right. So if they're buying all these studios, and I fully think within 5-10 years, they are going to have a large number of good games, but then do they get the more right on top of having the good games? I don't know. So we'll see. I like Xbox, by the way. I play it every week. It's just, Game Pass is just such an incredible deal. Even without them releasing a bunch of new games, there's so many games on Game Pass, man. It's insane. It hasn't happened yet, guys. The show begins in 47 minutes. 47 minutes from now. Oh, before God of War PSVR 2 game announcement. Sure. Good enough means couldn't sell Wii U proposition. No, because my stance is that good games don't sell systems. It takes a combination of factors to sell systems. You need the good games, but the good games alone won't do it. So my stance isn't that they weren't good or that they weren't good enough. It's that they didn't get the other stuff right. Pikmin 3 is fantastic. Heck, technically Breath of the Wild's a Wii U game. If you want to get technical. Like, they had amazing games on Wii U. They didn't get the rest correct. That's my opinion, of course. No one has to agree with it. There's a large number of factors on why the Wii U failed. But the point is that there's a large number of factors. It's not just one thing. And that's the problem. There are multiple facets that go into a successful system. And when you fail on multiple fronts, it's not going to be successful. So, let's see here. Yeah, Game Pass. I still like Game Pass. I pay for it all year long, every month. I literally pay month by month. I don't know why I haven't just subbed for a whole year and said screw it and save some money, but yeah, man, I like Game Pass. I use it a lot. It's great. Anytime I can't think of anything to play, I'll just go on Game Pass quick and see if there's something that piques my interest. And there's usually something, and it's usually something that's released within the last month. It's great. And my TV's like, do you want to continue watching? Yes. Between God of War and Ragnarok, which is better? I haven't played enough of Ragnarok to tell you, so that's my response. I think they're both very good, but I haven't played enough of Ragnarok to come to a conclusion. But they're both really good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think you go wrong with either of them. But flipping the switch, $10.
Squirtle!
Good discussion. Thank you so much, man. You know, you never know how a discussion when we're talking about a lot of non-Nintendo things are going to go. And it's going just fine. You know, I like to play other things. So I don't know anything about that company, Ty, so I can't give you any thoughts. Do I think God of War, so it's like back in 2018, right? Do I think God of War should have won Game of the Year over Red Dead Redemption 2? No. Let me explain why. They're both great, by the way. We're talking about like two of some of the best games ever made. God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2, in my opinion, are both like top 20, top 30 games ever made in the history of games. I want to be clear. 2018 God of War, 2018 Red Dead Redemption 2, two of the greatest video games ever made. Just putting that out there. So I don't think you go wrong with either of them winning. But I think Red Dead Redemption 2 was more of a generational type game versus God of War Ragnarok that was just a perfection of a type of game that was excellent, but not necessarily generational. Nobody's mimicking God of War. You know what I mean? No one's trying to mimic that game. So I think they got it right. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is the better game. Barely. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, you are doing yourself a disservice. You should at least try it. If you can get it on Game Pass or on like a trial basis or rent it, I don't know. Well, you should try Red Dead Redemption 2. Even if you never played the original Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption 2 is just next level in so many ways. Now, not everything's perfect. I don't think the multiplayer Red Dead Redemption 2 is great. Just a personal take. I don't think it's great. But people don't usually buy the game for the multiplayer. The multiplayer feels tacked on. But the main game, the main story, the main adventure, it's a technological achievement. I mean, the visuals in that game and the interaction of the, I mean, you'll see this right at the beginning of the game, right? When you start Red Dead Redemption 2, you're plodding through snow, right? I don't want to spoil too much for anyone who hasn't played Red Dead 2, but just look how the snow interacts with your character. Like, so few games are that detailed. And then on top of it, amazing voice acting, an amazing narrative, it taking third-party action open world games to a new level. Like, Tears of the Kingdom does this thing, but it's a vastly different type of open world game than Red Dead 2 is, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a generational game that everyone should at least experience some of it if you're not going to beat it. I don't know that God of War is generational, but I do think God of War 2018, in terms of overall impact and appeal, is maybe the greatest game Sony's ever put out. Might be controversial. I don't know if that's controversial. Hope it's not considered controversial. But I do think it's one of the greatest games Sony's ever put out. Now, I personally prefer the Spider-Man games, but I recognize 2018 God of War is that good. Now, Ragnarok is really good too. From what I've played of it, it's really good. To me, it felt like more of the same, which is fine. People say that about Tears of the Kingdom too. So that's a personal opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Just my thoughts. No one has to agree with him, by the way. No one has to agree with him. Which are the better game? Video game duology, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. Look, I have bias. I mean, I'm going to say Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, right? Go to OpenCritic, go to all games, search by #1 rated. You're going to see Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, according to OpenCritic, are two of the highest rated games of all time. OpenCritic, of course, doesn't have any reviews before like 2015. But come on now. Zelda's my favorite IP. And those are my top 2 favorite games of all time. So like, what do you want me to tell you? Of course I'm going to say they're better. But I know there's bias involved with that as well. Red Dead 1 and 2 is just... I can't think of it. Like, I have less criticisms for Red Dead 1 and 2 than I do Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, believe it or not. It's crazy. But, I mean, it's a duology. I'll say this. Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 does some pretty significant things better than Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. One of them is continuity. So far in Tears of the Kingdom, I have a lot of questions about what happened to this stuff from Breath of the Wild. And it doesn't seem like I'm going to be getting any of those answers. Red Dead 2, the things in it that reference Red Dead 1 make sense, and it doesn't seem to leave plot holes. So, I really like how they handle that. But I like the gameplay in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom better. So you start splitting straws on, you know, they're both excellent though. I mean, come on, we're talking about the best of the best. Like gaming duologies, a 2-game package. Like we're talking some of the best of the best. You could throw some other ones in the mix. Some people like to throw Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and I don't know that they're quite there, but they are very good. They're my favorite Sony franchise. There's a lot of duologies you could throw up there. Mario 3 and World. You can throw those up there. You know? Ultima 6 and 7. I mean, yeah, there's so many duologies you could throw out there. But yeah, I mean, Red Dead 1 and 2 and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are obviously two of, probably people would say two of the top 5 gaming duologies of all time. But there's others out there, you know? Yeah, some people would say KOTOR 1 and 2 should be out there. I totally understand that. Baldur's Gate? Yeah, dude. Dude, it's been so long since we had a Baldur's Gate, man. When is 3 coming? When is 3? Dude, we haven't had one in so long. Wait, no, 3 came out. What are we talking about? Wait, maybe we didn't. Hold on. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 came out. What are we talking about? Wait, no, it hasn't. That's just pre-orders. So I say, did it come out? I didn't see it. I mean, well, we see some Baldur's Gate 3 today. Comes out in August, it looks like. Dude. When did Baldur's Gate 2 come out, dude? I feel like I was pretty young when I played that game. Not the enhanced edition either. Yeah, 2000. I wasn't even in high school yet when I played Baldur's Gate 2. Dude, it's been that long. Damn, man. It's really it did release in early access. You played a lot of it. Is it good, Aaron? Dude, I was a big Baldur's Gate guy back in the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, man. Is three good? Soon you played a bunch of it. It must be good. You always worry when an IP's been gone for like 20 years, and now here it is again. It's like, oh, please don't bastardize what used to be awesome. I mean, I could throw one up there, a nice gaming duology I like, and it's just because I'm picking games that I like. But Age of Empires 1 and 2, baby. AoE 1 and 2, let's go. There's a reason I own the HD versions. Let's freaking go. These games are so good. So good. Like Microsoft, that's your banger IP. Granted, I know it's more of a PC thing. But AoE 1 and 2, man, they're just different. Love them. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Metacritic fan, and not because of review bombing, but I don't like that they weight reviews and then they don't explain how the weight works, and then you're left wondering, like, OpenCritic doesn't weight reviews. OpenCritic just goes, here's the reviews, and then here's the averages of the reviews. Done. Simple. Makes sense to me. Why are we weighting reviews? Because it's showing preference. If you have to weight, say, IGN, but then you have like Gfinity, right? That did the 6 out of 10 or whatever for Tears of the Kingdom. And you say IGN's review is more important than Gfinity's. Then in my mind, you go, well, then Gfinity shouldn't count. I'm not saying this to help Tears of the Kingdom. This is just an example. Because if you're saying the IGN review is more valuable, and that's why you're weighting it, then what the hell is the point of these other reviews then? Because they're not being viewed on an equal ground. So either you view them all equally, and you just have a criteria for how big your outlet has to be to count your review, right? So you just have a cutoff point with, hey, you have to have X amount of views per month to be part of our review, part of our review process. That's how we determine. Cool. But Metacritic is so like we will include as many reviews as we can find. Literally anyone can submit a review from any outlet, and then we will just weight all the reviews. And I just think that's a bad way to do it. OpenCritic is so much more transparent about what reviews they count, how they count them, and obviously that it's literally just an average. They don't weight anything. So that's why a lot of people are starting to really prefer OpenCritic over Metacritic. But obviously Metacritic's been around longer, so it's got like that clout of like, we're the OGs. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're the best at what you're doing. But that's all personal preferences. I don't hate Metacritic. It's just weighted reviews are just a weird way to say we have bias, but we're not going to explain how our bias works. Like it's just weird. Yeah, I know it dropped to 95. It's still the highest rated game on OpenCritic, but yeah, I know it dropped to 95 on Metacritic. Which, by the way, is still an absolutely incredible score. We're splitting hairs, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird when you go into the review process. And see, this is something that would make, I think, for a really good episode, a really good topic on an episode of the Nintendo Prime Show, right? I could grab, we could talk about Metacritic and OpenCritic and the value of reviews and review scores, and that could be like one topic on the show. I can come up with a billion topics for that show, man. Because I could talk about anything, right? We could talk about the value of console wars, the for and against. We could talk about why the hell is Sony always so salty when anyone competes with them, and just have an honest conversation on why Sony has to lie about Nintendo's impact, and why every time they're on top they get really, really big heads and say really stupid shit. You know, we can talk about the value of PC gaming. Heck, I could do a whole episode on why, hey, if you're a Nintendo gamer, you should really play on PC, and I could make a really damn compelling argument. Really hope that episode doesn't hit on the Nintendo Prime audience. I might lose some subscribers. What? Dude, PC gaming's great. Let's not kid ourselves. PC gaming is, it's top tier. But then you have Xbox, Phil Spencer sounding defeated. You know how awesome it would be to go in depth on stuff like this? But I do some of it on my live streams, obviously, where I go in depth on some of these topics with you guys, but to just be able to get all my thoughts into a well-rounded show where I've got 3, maybe 4 topics, probably 3, and hey, however long it takes is what it takes. Maybe it's an hour show, maybe it's an hour and a half, maybe it's 45 minutes, whatever, I would just talk, and it'd be live. But it wouldn't be about audience interaction. Anyways. Pour yourself a burp. Yeah. Might be like a beer. I'd probably just pour a beer. And just have my mug and just talk. Like, hey, let's talk. Let's talk, baby. I got some thoughts that need to get out there. Reading the chat here. Only reviews I would ever consider it is non-biased reviews, not people who hate the franchise or fanboys of a certain system or game. This would be, I've actually had this talk before, but this would be a great topic for the Nate Jantz show as well. Being like, there's no such thing as an unbiased review. Doesn't exist. The closest you're going to get to an unbiased review is hand the controller to a 5-year-old who's never played a video game. And even then, there'll still be some bias. To be unbiased is to not have an original thought. It's just to spit out a list of facts. Not opinions. Facts. It runs at X frame rate. It runs in X resolution. Here's the button mapping for the controls. Like, unbiased reviews are boring because it doesn't tell people usually what they want. And that, is a game good? Well, that is a subjective opinion. Unbiased isn't about opinions. Unbiased is a lack of opinion. But I mean, even saying like expressing your bias up front, I just say, look, you find the reviewer that fits the style of games that you enjoy, you know? And that's all. Sorry, I was responding to Jake Randall. I think he's got a Purra obsession. A Tears of the Kingdom Purra obsession. Maybe Age of Calamity Purra obsession is more correct to say. All right, we got to change this like drip drop music here. I know that it's supposed to be chill music, but there we go. Let's move it forward a little bit. Let's get something different playing. A good game could be objective, but your opinion and bias would influence a rating, be it 8 or a 9. I mean, sure. A good game though is not objective. I'm sorry. I hate to do this. Just saying a game is good is already a subjective opinion. Objectivity doesn't have good, bad, or indifferent. That doesn't exist in objectivity. Objectivity is literally nothing but facts. Something being good is not factual. It's just not. It's always subjective. Oh, something can be good objectively. No, it can't. I can tell you right now, I could eat a banana and go, bananas taste good. Fact. No. Fact, bananas contain potassium. Potassium can do X for your body. That's a fact. Does that make bananas good? For people that have too much potassium in their body, no, it does not. For people that need potassium, yes, it does. There is no such thing as objective good, objective bad. It's just facts. That's all objectivity is, are undeniable facts, not conclusions based on the facts, just facts. It's so stupid. If you actually look up what objectivity means, like, people think they want something they don't actually want. So then it gets back to the point. Why do people complain about bias in reviews? I'm not really sure. Because a review isn't telling you what you want to know. Then go find the review that does. There are so many people reviewing. Not every reviewer is for every person. So that's why I say it's more important to find people who do reviews that you find to be useful versus complaining that people are doing reviews that you don't find to be useful. Because the review you don't find to be useful might be useful to somebody else. So I always find that we put a lot of blame on opinions or a lot of blame on reviews on, oh, this person's too biased. And it's like, we're all biased. It's about finding that person who has the same bias you do. Because that will ultimately determine if their review matters for you. So yeah. And that's hard to do. Because like a lot of people can like my taste in games, but as I review games, they might not agree with every game that I say is good or every game that I say is bad. So there is no perfect way. I mean, the perfect way is just to play the crap and determine for yourself. But the whole point of reviews is to help you determine if you should spend the money to find out. Because nobody has infinite money. Nobody can buy all the... Oh, I shouldn't say nobody. Most of us can't buy all the games. I can't buy all the games. I rely on reviews. So... I did not subscribe to this channel. Someone else did on my account. Damn. I don't want to lock down your account, man. Welcome. By the way, I don't use or have Nintendo products of any kind. I have Stadia, Chrome OS, and the cloud. Didn't Stadia end in February? Seriously, isn't Stadia done? So you have nothing. Because he said, I don't use or have Nintendo products. I have Stadia, Chrome OS, and the cloud. But Stadia doesn't exist anymore. You still have your Stadia. Stadia controllers are really good. They're good controllers. Can you buy them? I'm not going to buy your controllers. No, I have tons of controllers. But Stadia controllers are good and you can use them on PC. I would, yeah, maybe just hold on to them. The Stadia controllers are high quality controllers. Like, they did design good controllers. Hey guys, don't make fun of people who play on Stadia. I don't know if the guy's trolling or not, but don't make fun of people who play on Stadia or play on xCloud or play. Like, dude, there are people that enjoyed Stadia, man. Stadia worked. I used Stadia. It worked. It's just the way they structured it wasn't very good, so it was never gonna last. Okay, Thomas, just stop. Stadia never had 8K gaming support. Just stop. Now you're trolling. Now you're trolling. Stadia never even had 8K support. I know, I was a Stadia user. Get out of here. Come on, Thomas. Come on. Be realistic. They never supported 8K. I even went on an 8K TV. It was not a supported resolution of Stadia. Come on now. Come on now, Thomas. I can respect your decision to play on Stadia and whatever you're going to play on next. But come on now. Don't buy the marketing. No, imagine 8K live stream gaming 3 years ago. Don't need to. Already happened. Where? Stadia didn't ever have 8K resolution support. It never happened. They talked about it, but it never happened. xCloud doesn't have it. Well, what service are you using or ever used that provided you 8K live stream gaming? I don't know why you're ugging me. It's a serious question. You just stated you had live stream 8K gaming 3 years ago, but none of the actual services ever provided it. So I'm asking you to tell me we were promised it. It never actually launched. That's what I'm trying to say. They promised something they never delivered. It didn't even have the power to do it. Control Ultimate Edition. Again, Stadia never had 8K support. I hate to break this news to you. Stadia never had 8K streaming support. It never happened. It never happened. Their top package was 4K. They never had 8K streaming support. That's why I said, what are you talking about? They never had 8K support. It don't matter if you could set the in-game settings to 8K. It's only streaming to you at a max of 4K. So I said Stadia never actually had 8K streaming support. It just didn't happen. They wanted to. They said it was possible. They never launched it. Anyways. PlayStation Showcase is in 18 minutes. Matthew Lewis, thank you so much for joining and becoming a champion. Yeah. Dude, I was an active Stadia user all the way to the middle of last year. They never launched 8K support. So that's not the thing. When people try to use, well, I was playing, you're right. Control has an 8K mode natively. It has a native 8K. It wasn't available on any streaming service in 8K. Streaming services were even struggling with 4K sometimes. So. But it's cool. Yeah, dude, it's fun to interact with people when they say something that like it never happened. You know? And I wasn't even making fun of Google Stadia. Google Stadia is great. But let me read this article. I know the guy, I think the guy left, but let me read this article. This was last year. This was last year. Okay. Okay. This is just last year. Google Stadia, this is from R. Seneca, doesn't have the scale Google implied it would. All right. The original Google Stadia announcement at 2019 Game Developers Conference made some claims. Okay. Our custom server hardware and data centers can bring more computing power to more people on planet Earth than anyone else. Today, we are in 19 regions and in over 200 countries and territories connected by hundreds of thousands of miles of fiber optic cables. Google's a massive cloud gaming computing company, right? Sounds good. Stadia certainly isn't available in over 200 countries. In fact, Stadia only ever launched in 22 countries. So that's one lie. They said Stadia is available in 200 countries. It was never available in 200 countries. Another lie that was told. We built Stadia's architecture on top of the Google data center network, the same network that has been delivering search results to your fingertips. Sure, they did that. The network consists of fiber optic links and subsea cables. Sure, it does. To connect more than 7,500 edge node locations around the world, all connected with our network backbone. Stadia is building an infrastructure that no one else has. This is the latency argument. They were arguing that they had better latency. Google has more servers in more places because there's probably one close to you. Latency will be lower. This should be a competitive advantage, shouldn't it? Except you won't find much of a consensus winner when you do test other cloud gaming services. So a little bit subjective there. Now, getting into this, Google Stadia promised 8K streaming support. One of the many problems the platform faces in the middle of 2022 is that the hardware they're making available to each individual user is good for Stadia, but it can't run anything other than Stadia, and it's not good enough to run the claims that they state. They stated that there would be 8K support based on this available hardware for your system. The problem is this available hardware is only comparable to a mid-range PC that can barely run 4K. In addition, update to this article, Stadia has now closed 2023, and it never launched its promised 8K support plan. This is Ars Technica, basically saying they said there would be 8K. They never actually launched it. We can go on and on and on. But anyways. Now Stadia, by the way, Stadia is great technology. Great technology. It really is. It's awesome. It worked. It legitimately worked. It was very good. But the structure to which they were delivering games was never going to work. They were delivering games by selling you full-priced cloud games that you don't actually own. So you buy a game on the service. It's only good if the service is still around. Google Stadia is now closed. So if you bought all these games on their service, you can't play them anymore. Now, Ubisoft, I think, let people take their Assassin's Creed and convert it into a normal PC copy. So some companies did that. But yeah, but that was the thing. You'd spend 60, 70 bucks on a game and then not be able to play it if the service ever went away. And Google has a history of starting projects and canceling them. So it just became this big mess where the technology is wonderful and it works, but your delivery method is not going to work. You needed a more Game Pass style delivery. You needed, and they had a subscription service. They had the Pro subscription service, but it wasn't like, they needed a Game Pass. They needed a Game Pass-like service. If they did that instead, Stadia might be the #1 streaming platform in the world and have lots of people sub to it because of how good the tech was. The tech was great, but they didn't do that. Google Stadia missed the boat on being able to dominate in a new space. If they would have just had a Game Pass style system in play, got all the companies on board, paid money out the ass, but they didn't do it. So the technology is great though. I have no complaints about Google Stadia streaming. I did Google Stadia streaming games in many situations on various different internet connections and never had a problem. I was on hotel internet, didn't have a problem. Like if it's working on hotel internet, then this is some voodoo magic. Because there's so much latency added with crappy hotel internet. Perfectly playable. Played I beat Phoenix Rising on Google Stadia. And man, it was a great service. Technology-wise. But yeah, this goes into my whole thing. Like I'm a tech guy. I like trying new things. Stadia was great. What food does Stadia eat? What the hell is Stadia? It's a now defunct streaming service. They're gonna make the underlying technology available to others, and maybe others will do something better with it. Microsoft has their own technology, like the xCloud stuff. In my personal experience, xCloud was never worked as smoothly as Stadia did, but that's personal experience. You know, it could be different for somebody else. You know. Yeah, Google Glass was a really cool idea too. We'll see. Stadia loses its marbles. All right, we're about 10 minutes away, guys. I'm getting excited. I'm getting hyped. Let's go share our stream back out because we've been here a couple hours. It's time to get the hype going because the showcase is about to begin. So let's get the stream reshared out. All right, grab that. Unwatch the PlayStation. All right, boom. Get that tweet out, and then let's share it on our Discord server and get everyone yelling at me. You added everyone again. Yeah, it's my server. Damn. People get so mad. All right, boom. Ping incoming. People get so mad. They really do. Like, dude, yeah, I'm the one that pings you. What is this? It's the PlayStation Showcase coming up. We got, flip over to it right now. Let me get this up here. We'll, close that music. The PlayStation Showcase open, which it's already, they got their pre-stream going. We'll flip over here. I think it worked. We'll find out in a second. There we go. There it is. I just turn out at everyone on my side to avoid that sort of thing. I hate when I hear people say that. I understand if you get annoyed. Whenever people tell me they're annoyed by notifications, which, by the way, I'm just notifying you on my server that there's new content because YouTube notifications suck. Just, you think you have a lot of notifications. Hold on. Let's just go through. Let's just glance today. Yeah. That's not even all of them because I got to tap and open some of the chains of notifications. What did Yulia send me? Okay, that's kind of funny. Anyways. Spider-Man 2 looking for group. Hell yeah, man. Oh, by the way, Jacob, you don't have to feel ashamed that you turned off notifications on my Discord server. A lot of people have done that. We have thousands of people on our Discord server. Maybe like a dozen of them show up to a live stream. No, not even kidding. Like right now, we've got, 4 patrons online. 19 members of the board. 423 newbies are online right now. Those are just the green usernames. And then we get below that. We have so many people online. And here we go. And then we have 1,019 other people online. We have 94 people watching my live stream. So let that sink in. Let that sink in. Just imagine if all of them had their notifications on and all of them actually cared about my channel. Most of the people don't. That's just reality. So we could have a banger. We could have like almost a 2,000 person live stream right now just off our Discord server. I'd probably get more views if I just streamed on Discord because Discord has a streaming thing. Anyways, we the real ones. Yeah. Here comes the epic music. 6 minutes away. Eric, this isn't Prime Gaming Fest, and Eric's at work. And he's got a job. Yeah, dude, I have mine on silent a lot, and I just manually check my notifications. So like, it's on Do Not Disturb right now because I'm live streaming. But then like, I'll just randomly tap and just check some stuff. Like, what was that? Hold on. That was on. Oh, that was earlier today. I just never cleared that notification out. You know, I always have a lot of them. I always got notifications on, but I do stick my phone on silent at night. Yeah. A lot of people do that. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We had 400 different people check out my live stream in the last hour, and only 100 of you stuck around. People don't like me. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not the most liked person in the world.
That is their loss. Those bastards. Everyone should be here watching Prime. Do you want to have a Prime time? Oh, you want to have a Prime time, then you better be here watching Nintendo Prime. Yeah.
No.
Let's see here. I posted a clip in Discord from someone that says and knows a close source working on a Zelda movie. A clip in Discord, outside links, from someone that says they know. Oh, wow. I mean, that don't mean anything. People could say anything. People could say that my dad is Doug Bowser. Doesn't make your dad Doug Bowser. You know what I mean? But I'll glance at your link. The link of the link of the link. Oh, jeez. WDW Pro. Not really. I don't know who this person's content at all. They seem to have a lot of exclusives. Exclusive. I have a hard time believing they have this many exclusive things. They post a lot. How many times do they post a day? Like 4? Holy crap. I thought I posted a lot. All their videos get a lot of views, but they have barely any subs. Guessing the like to dislike ratio is not very big. Well, what they're doing is working, man. They're getting lots of views. Good for them. Literally don't know who they are. I haven't watched a single video. They're a Disney commentary leak and rumor place. Cool. Anyways, I'll check out that video later. I doubt they know anything, especially if they're a Disney channel. It's not being made by Disney. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way it's being made by Disney. But didn't know Doug Bowser was your father. Newt.
I am your father.
State of play is in 1 minute. How long is it supposed to be? I have no idea. 20 minutes? 40 minutes? Beats me. We're along for the ride, though. We're along for the ride, though. Here we go. 1 hour? Sure. Maybe it's an hour long. Let's go, baby. I keep calling it a state of play. It's a showcase. It's bigger than a state of play. It's bigger than a state of play.
All right, everybody. Are you guys ready? The PlayStation Showcase begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Would have been really sick if I was right. It did turn to 3 o'clock, but it didn't start. Would have been really sick if I was right. But it's supposed to be beginning. It's supposed to have already started. I'm scared to refresh the page right now. Do we refresh? We'll refresh one time. Oh. Also, we should probably... I can handle the volume on my side. Yeah, it hasn't started yet. I'll be clear. My countdown was correct. I hit 1 when the clock turned to 3. And it still hasn't started. This is on Sony. Is this like an actual live? Dude, that'd be crazy if they're doing a non-pre-recorded presentation. That could be the part of the delay because it's a non-live. It's an actual. I never considered the fact they might do a non-pre-recorded presentation. Are they actually gonna do non-pre-recorded? Oh, here we go. It begins. Here we go. It's only a minute late. Gotta have some patience sometimes. Let's turn this up. Cinematic trailer. They do a lot of these. From Haven.
You want to know about us? Seems like everyone does these days. It's simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people. And it's only getting worse. So, we decided to do something about it.
Looks like an infomercial.
Let's go.
Designer socks too, I got the swag too. It's a haiku, I'm something like you. Might drink and drive too, but 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick, I'll crop you. Married to the game, said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erica Badu.
There's a service game. There's a service game. I don't honestly know what I just saw. I mean, there's squads fighting over getting loot from rich people. It's a service game.
Hi everyone, I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm delighted to be here today to introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the 3rd year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many fan-favorite titles released on the platform. What's even more exciting is that developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences that they create. Today, you'll get a glimpse into some of the most breathtaking and imaginative content that will be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. And now, what you've all been waiting for. Enjoy the show.
All right, Jimmy boy. What have we been waiting for? See, that first one was just a
Super
cinematic trailer.
Earth.
There was no gameplay.
Our home. Our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now.
What is
You
this?
could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers.
Experience true freedom.
Requesting air support.
The freedom to travel the galaxy and secure the resources we need to build a better tomorrow. The freedom to encounter fascinating life forms and introduce them to our sophisticated technology. The freedom to make new friends and represent the best of what Super Earth has to offer.
Super Earth.
Become part of an elite peacekeeping force and work together to spread prosperity, liberty,
I guess all the Starship Troopers
democracy. Become part of something larger than
They
yourself.
did the jet plane thing.
Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver. Becoming a Helldiver may result in decapitation or mortification. Not all Helldivers survive.
All right. Well, that's pretty decent. Pretty decent. What do we got next? That looked pretty decent.
Sir, it's the hand. Follow, but do not engage.
Yay. An
Maybe
original.
engage a little.
Nightblades have established a stronghold, and Kirkin seems to think you might not get me
Immortals?
killed. Jury's still out on that one.
Oh, shit! Oh, boy.
The last immortal.
Rosharnians haven't had enough yet?
We haven't given them enough yet.
Your men killed my family. Don't turn your back on me!
All right. That looked good. July 20th. Hell yeah, let's go. Dude, EA Originals, man. We'll see. It looking good doesn't mean it will be good. It looks good. Tron? I don't know why I always think Tron when I see a motorcycle like that. Ghostrunner. Blood will run. I never played the first one, so I don't even know what the game's about.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
What? Why only 66 days? The world come to an end?
Just run away? It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else that no one could escape.
Everyone wears a mask. You too.
This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Only a dead person can kill me.
It's a pretty fancy sword.
Going where? This damned place. You're suicidal.
Oh, go.
One last time.
I mean, if that's both actual in-game combat, so that's pretty cool. Oh! That's a big sword to move that fast. Damn.
Patience is the key, Master.
That's a really cool combat. Very fast-paced.
On his side. All we have to do is wait. Yes. Let's kill him with time.
Blade Zero, huh?
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Why do you only have 66 days?
Get my heart back.
Get my heart back. Coming to PS5. So probably, is this game a ways off? The game might be a ways off. Looks good. Yeah, refresh the stream. It's working fine on my end. It could just be a YouTube thing. Yeah, sometimes YouTube glitches out in stream and you gotta refresh. Nothing on my end. Stream never went down, so. Yeah, it's just a YouTube thing. What is this? That is a big beast. Sword of the Sea. Okay. Probably another one far off when they don't even give you years or dates. Still looks cool though.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined.
Think of the world we could build if we believed in ourselves. If we truly believed in what it means to be sentient. To face the universe without fear or delusion. Imagine vast cities full of life and light. Great towers rising towards the sky. So much would be possible if we believed, if we still had faith.
Okay, the Talos Principle too. Okay. I was gonna say, something about this looked familiar. I played the first one, so. Didn't beat it though. Just refresh the stream if you're having problems, guys. It literally says excellent connection. I'm streaming it on my phone right now, no problems. So, nothing I'm doing. It gives off a bit of a Spiritfarer vibe. I don't think it's Spiritfarer though. Your wolf just got wrecked. Oh. It fought to protect you, and it died. That is sad. Good storytelling. Oh, but there's a baby one. Could be your new companion. Was that its mom? Man, I might cry. Its mom just sacrificed itself to protect her? Holy crud. Did not expect to get emotional. Good job. What is this game? I need to play it. Neva? I'm gonna write this one down. 2024? Yeah, I gotta write this down so I don't forget about it. Damn. Gotta check that one out. Sounds like I might like the narrative. Cat Quest. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my god. Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm still trying to wipe away my tears from that. I think I'm gonna cry. Yeah, they went straight for the cat puns. Square Enix. Well, we rocking Square. What do we got going on? Final Fantasy time already? Can't be. Gotta be something else.
Okay, it's a showtime!
Look, it's elephant foam. this their version of Splatoon? This is their version of Splatoon, isn't it? This is giving me so many Splatoon vibes. Yeah, this is like Square Enix's Splatoon. That's what it looks like, anyways. I mean, it might be good. I'm just saying. Took me a second. I'm like, wait a second. This
Ready
is making
for the
me feel.
Foamstar party?
Foamstar party. Foamstars. Yeah, this is totally their Splatoon game. Hey, Splatoon's so great it just got ripped. It's okay. It's not a rip-off. You can be inspired by it, but yeah, that is definitely a Splatoon inspired game.
Mojo. Here we find Jot, the Plucky Squire, and
Plucky
his friends,
Squires!
Violet, Thrash,
let's go,
and Pip. Our heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer Humgrump.
Let's go!
They adventure to the edges of their realm and even beyond.
I love it. Oh, I love hopping out of the fantasy book.
Jot finds a whole new world to explore.
This is so good.
With dangers, surprises, and attractively furnished accommodation. Our heroes must battle Humgrump across the two realms if they are to save their beloved land from his diabolical designs. Off the page and into adventure.
This is great. Oh, still no date though. Damn. I wrote it down because I was hoping there'd be a date. Well, there's no date. Damn. Oh, I got so excited because I thought they were going to give us a release date for Plucky Squire. Darn it. It's okay. It's nice to see the game again. Either way, it's nice to see the game again. Jotting down games I pay attention to. Lego kind of game? Off-brand Lego game? Discount Minecraft? Minecraft Lego? Conveniently, there's a speed bump right there, huh? Great value Minecraft. I mean, it just looks cool for what it is. GTA Minecraft Edition. Lego and Minecraft had a kid. Tear down. There you go. Lego and Minecraft had a kid, and it became Tear Down. This year. Okay. I mean, look, whatever this is looks interesting. If it plays as well as it looks, yeah, looks interesting. Clearly trying to hit on a mass demographic with that game. Cool. Let's see if it works. I have no idea. Bug Snacks. That is a really realistic looking ant. How you doing? A Bug's Life, the game. It's back. Something tells me the game's not really about the animals. Just a cinematic. Anaconda. Oh, get eaten by an alligator. Ate by another anaconda. Two anacondas and an alligator going at it. Welcome to the Amazon. I don't know if anything like that actually happens in the Amazon, but that'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't even know what this game is. Okay, so there's a character. Metal Gear. Got it. It's Metal Gear. It's gotta be. There it is.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart.
Still a ways off. The game's still a ways off. Oh, they announced the collection today? Thought they weren't going to announce this until, so that was Metal Gear Solid, what, 4? Were they announcing? 3 remaster? I'm not even sure. I really understood what that was. There was a lot of rumors around the Metal Gear stuff. Bountiful Paradise.
Janor Impaton Alastulos. Onjashin Puhukaru Ulinken.
It was 3, okay. Yeah, 3 was the rumored one, the remastered rumor. This one's looking interesting. I'm gonna jot this one down. Oh! Yeah, this looks good. Towers of Ashaba, right, or something like that. Hope I got that name down. Looks good.
Is on. These people live with a knife to their throats.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's the paraglider.
We'd help you if we could.
I'm gonna check that one out.
Us already.
We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It is we who suffers.
Sword sharp.
You better hope so.
Come on.
Crystals take more than they give.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
To hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way.
That voice made me feel like it lined up with that face. Devil May Cry 6. Is that what you think is his sweet
Why
life?
aren't you dead? You are what branded.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
I was forced to kill. You do it by choice.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the powers that dominant.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
Never led astray by your blind resolve.
And thus is the light of hope severed.
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms.
Final Fantasy 16.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Who are we? What are the dominants? We are but mighty acts of God.
Enough of this. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
Darkness has taken hold.
Yeah, there's only the one voice I didn't like.
Forget yourself.
But it's only because it didn't match the face of the characters.
I have to stop him. I have to save them.
I made a promise to my friends, and it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign. Your efforts will avail us naught. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. Fly! 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 Fly!
It's a Final Fantasy game. June 22nd. It's a Final Fantasy game, all right. That's releasing soon. That's next month. Less than a month away. I mean, it looks good. It's Final Fantasy 16. I wouldn't expect it not to look good. Really flashy.
I'm trapped here.
What do you think? Do you think they end with Spider-Man?
In this nightmare. I write to escape. Every word is a step forward. Into darkness.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
So you knew Al Victim?
Only the rumors. He was chasing a writer.
Someone knew they were here.
Yeah, it's gotta be Alan Wake, right? There's nothing else this can be but Alan Wake.
Message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead.
FBI, open up. What we got? Ooh,
There's something I'm forgetting.
Hell yeah.
Something important. Something's not right!
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
Yes. I'm playing that. I'm playing Alan Wake 2. Let's go. That looks so good. Hey, Assassin's Creed. Well, let's see what they did.
Welcome,
Longest
Hidden
developed
One.
Assassin's Creed game ever. Let's go.
You have died and been reborn.
Hell yeah. Hey-oh.
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find the stillness. And let's go.
Oh. Okay. Some new combat animations are great.
The stage is yours, Basim.
You're dead.
We will be watching.
I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I didn't really see anything there though that like doesn't just feel like other Assassin's Creed games though. But I'm writing that one down. I love Assassin's Creed. I've played every single one, so. I'll give it a try. Might regret it. We'll see. But it just looks like other Assassin's Creed games, you know? Not a bad thing. Sounds like Professor Layton. Revenant Hill. Damn cats. I know it's well known I'm not a big cat fan. They're going all out with those animations on the logo. What is this? I like this. What is this?
Like you had me. Nightfall.
Grand Blue. Is that what this is? Grand Blue? Looks good.
It's time. Ringside Riddle!
Tempest Blade! Ice take you!
Seize the dead! Showtime! Gale Burst!
Writing that one down. That one looks good. I'm into that. That was great.
I've crossed paths with many during my journey for true strength. I've also met my share of enemies, opponents I had to overcome. My journey knows no end. I will continue to do what I have always done.
When you said you were seeking strength,
there's story mode?
You'll need to do so. Honestly,
dude, is there a create a character story mode?
Masters, he was set up.
I'm not nearly strong enough to chase after a monster like that.
It's probably worth looking into this nice shawl business.
That power seemed to be the Satsui no Hado. Was it simply a trick of the senses?
Bison, he attempted to set the world under his heel through violence. A veritable madman.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
Street Fighter 6.
Cool. I mean, I'm not really into fighting games, but I will say it piqued my interest a little bit. Not enough for me to write it down, though. What we got? Oh, falling. Very colorful. mantras. I mean, it looks neat. Looks neat. $2024. I'm a mushroom girl in a mushroom world, wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. You can put mushrooms in my hair. Just please don't stare. Sorry, making up my own song over here. Perfect World Games. Hell yeah. Oh. Let's go. Lots of RPGs today. Lots and lots of RPGs. Oh, mech. Let's go. Underwater. Don't have this in Tears of the Kingdom. Tower of Fantasy. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Not sure if I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna jot it down to keep an eye on that one. It piques my interest. Another Capcom game? What are we looking at? Oh, Dragon's Dogma! Yes! I'm writing that down.
Remember?
Oh!
You've forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames.
Dragon's Dogma 2, baby.
In your own destiny, Arisen.
Of course.
Go!
That begs the question. If he's
Forgot about this one.
Mama, then where might our true Arisen? Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont!
Totally forgot about Dragon's Dogma 2. That's why I watch these things, because those games that I knew were coming that I just forgot about. I'm gonna have to get a PS5. I mean, look, Nintendo, between Nintendo and Sony, there's so many games that come out. It's great. But I said, we're in like a heyday of gaming, man. Everybody pretty much wins. We just need Xbox to get their games out right now.
But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
As soon as Xbox starts delivering on all those studios they bought, man, everyone's gonna be winning. It's gonna be great.
Welcome back for another week of career fulfillment and minimal social interaction. We know how challenging it can be to find a place where you feel that you truly belong, and to find a job that treats you mostly with respect and only infrequently with contempt. For that reason, we are excited to inform you that you did an adequate enough job the first time around to have you back. Also, there were no other applicants. So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree.
There were no other applicants.
Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's FNAF. Tell by the posters. Another FNAF game. Help Wanted 2. There you go. Yeah, I never really got into FNAF, but some people love that. Some people love FNAF, so. VR games. surprised they're promoting it, considering they just announced how the sales were really bad. They tried to spin it as a positive, but the sales were really bad of their VR.
How far could he have gone?
The VR gets to a point that I could feel those tree branches hitting my head, I would freak out. If they add in the senses of touch. Oh, it's clearly Resident Evil. At least I think it is. If it's not, I'd be shocked. Reminds me of Resident Evil. Yeah. Is this RE4 VR? See, I recognized RE4. I played enough of Resident Evil 4. I recognize. As soon as they got to the town, I'm like, oh wait, that's RE4. Cool. VR's not really my thing, but cool. More VR.
Oh, forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. Like, a lot. You see, everything started
At least you have arms
2
that
years
connect
ago
to your body.
when I met Fred. And ever since then, it's like I see his face everywhere. And lately, I've started to develop some destructive tendencies. Whoosh! What do we have here? Well, what's a bit of armless fun? Hello, uglies. Blah, 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 blah. And since I met my new best friend, I guess I get a little overprotective.
What's up with the slapping
very
stuff?
Overprotective. Now, I'd love to sit here all day and chew your ear off. I'll be right out, boy. But as you know, time waits for no man. Catch you later, Fred. Who's a good boy?
I've never played Arizona Sunshine.
Looks like today's gonna be a scorcher.
Neat. Looks neat. But it's VR, so I'll never play it. It looks fine. All right, we're done with the VR. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with VR games. I'm just not into VR. My kids are into it, but I'm not into VR. I want more VR games. I guess I spoke too soon.
Peter Conrad.
Spoke too soon.
One of ours.
We're just gonna get a bunch of VR games and then Spider-Man at the end?
We intercepted comms chatter referring to neurosynaptic tech, but they've gone dark. I don't have to remind you what's at stake here. We need that intel by any means necessary. It's connected to a mind synchronization device. This is cutting-edge interrogation tech. We're out of time and out of options. We've got to go in.
Yet another lamb to the slaughter. Well, come on then. Let's see what you're made of. Impressive. I'll admit, you made a good team on the battlefield. But don't forget, this is my mind, my war, my rules.
I need you to focus. The clock is ticking. You have to adapt.
Back again? Pathetic! Your heroics mean nothing!
You're getting close. You're approaching the center of his subconscious.
You think you're a threat to me? I'll never talk! They'll never break me!
David Hayter. David Hayter. That's hilarious. July 4th. Independence Day. Beat Saber. Don't stop me. Thanks for the copyright. Thanks for the copyright now. Copyright strikes all over my channel. Happens every time. I love Queen though. I love Queen. I do love Queen. Great song. Great song. If I'm gonna get a copyright, why not have it be a Queen song, right? Is this it? We get into the final one? There's time for a few. 7 minutes. What is this? All right. Centipede things? Where are we? Wait, what caterpillar? What are we doing? Bungee? More Destiny 2 content? Or is it a new game? Oh, you dead. Okay. I'm not sure I understand what the game is, but alrighty. I like when trailers leave me not really sure what I'm watching. I don't think that's a good trailer.
I don't even know where to begin. You've missed so much.
No, this
We're
is Destiny.
gods.
Destiny 2. Is this Halo?
Vanquish
You prophesied.
nightmares.
This is Destiny 2.
Fought alongside those who we once fought
Wait,
against.
is it Destiny 2? Wait, yeah. Right? Destiny 2. Yeah.
I wish you could have been there.
I was like, I've never actually played it, but I recognize the little flying robot thing on the shoulder.
Yeah, me too, kiddo. But hey, I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
The final shape. It's the final countdown. Destiny 2 DLC, baby.
Contract site coming up. 15 seconds.
What is this? 15 seconds. Let's go!
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. 3 gunners. go.
Yeah, dude, this last 10 minutes, man, it's just boom, 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 big game, big game, big game, big game. This whole showcase, like, Sony has put the bar so high right now. I don't know how any other showcase is really going to be better than this summer. I mean, they took 2 years to put this showcase together, but man. Colombia?
The best Gran Turismo players in the world will compete for a place in racing history.
To actually race a drift car? Based on a true story. All right. It's gotta be like the last one now, right?
Thank you for joining us today. Before we get into our final game, I have a few announcements to share. At PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch
So the
HD
rumors were
screen
real.
and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense
The rumors
wireless
were
controller.
real. There's your...
We look forward to sharing more information in
There's
the near
your
future.
streaming device.
I'm also
It's a
pleased to reveal our
streaming
first
device.
ever PlayStation earbuds.
It's not that impressive.
Which will bring next generation audio immersion to PS5 and PC.
We gotta have our
They
own earbuds
simultaneously
too.
connect to smartphones via Bluetooth. New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality while you're playing. Look out for more details soon. We hope today's showcase demonstrates our continued commitment to delivering experiences that surprise and delight our players. I want to thank all of you for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
The PS Pods. I mean, there's so many headphone options out there now, right? Like, it's cool. People will buy it just because it's PlayStation. This is the final game.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei. A fate you will not share.
I don't know what this
I've
is.
been in your shadow for hours.
It's definitely not
Seems
Spider-Man.
nothing. Pathetic.
I don't know what Craven is, guys, so. That might be what this is, but I don't know what Craven is.
I asked
so.
for an equal.
It is Spider-Man? Okay, I
This is what you
don't know what Craven is.
Sir,
The Spider-Man villain?
perhaps a new hunting ground.
Never heard of Craven. Cool. Never heard of Craven the Hunter.
Light the fire.
Excited to be introduced to him.
The great hunt begins.
Hey, I haven't read all the comics, guys. I don't know everything about this stuff, man. One of the most dangerous villains. Is that all we're gonna see, though? Like, please don't end there.
Lizard sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Cover the door. The beast could be anywhere.
The beast.
You have no idea. This whole lizard hunt ends now! Leave Connors alone!
Let's go!
Craven wants a hunt? I'll give him one he'll never forget! He's gonna wish he never came to New York!
Oh! Oh!
Satellite scanning all active feeds.
I mean, yeah, it's Venom. Yo,
Target located at Harlem Fish Market.
I mean, it's not Venom, but it's
Lizards across the river.
that stuff in Spider-Man.
I'm not gonna make it in time.
They've done this before in comics and the movies.
Miles, the hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem
Yeah, it
Fish
has
Market.
to be.
Lizard. I'm on it. Sounds like Craven's checking off his.
We don't have much time. Move.
Go, Miles.
Guess we'll chat later.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it the glide suit? Let's go.
Yankee, the lizard's loose at the fish market.
Must be sushi night.
You still got that hunter drone you hijacked?
Been really tough hiding it from my mom, but yeah, I'll boot up and see you there.
They got here fast.
So did you.
Can't let him find Connors, or he's done for.
Spread out. If you find the lizard, don't engage alone. Look at those fish. It's been feeding.
Never saw it coming.
How did that guy not see it at all?
So,
Damn.
how's the hunt
Nice
going?
new abilities. Let's go.
Judging by the 3 tons of dead fish, not well. All right. Where are you, Connors?
Yeah, I don't know how nobody heard the
Garage
first
might
thing he
lead to
did.
him.
The original Spider-Man had glide webs.
Connors tore through this place. He's out of control.
Let's go.
Where am I now?
I don't know.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard. Yankee, get behind me. It's just his skin.
Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger?
Hungrier too. Whoa. Hey, man. New threats?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the data's incomplete.
Okay, I think I got a lock.
Gigi, wait, be chill. That wasn't me.
Me neither.
I don't even have a stomach, so...
Let's go!
Go, go, go! Take him alive!
Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help.
We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis. Cool if I borrow this?
This is really, really exciting.
Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones.
Don't worry. They think I'm a friendly.
Take him out!
Dude, the gameplay in Spider-Man is so fluid. Oh, there he is.
The East River is not a river, but in fact a saltwater tidal flat that Spider-Man is fighting on right now! Everybody down!
Help the tour boat! Right! I've got the metal murder bird! I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you. Poison clouds. That all you got?
Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking?
This gunship won't quit.
I'm right behind you. We'll take it down together.
No time. I got you. Time to go boom, boys!
Oh, no, no, no! Spider-Man, it's got... defenses! Spider-Man, hang on! Over there! The one with the tendrils! Move, move, move!
Grab on, let's go! He's right behind you!
I know!
Whoa! Eat
Oh.
faster!
Let's go! Dude, I'm in such amazement right now watching this. Yes!
I
Let's
do
go!
not want to be lizard food!
Got him! Hold on!
Alright, this is day one, for sure.
Everyone, take cover!
What are you guys doing?
Trying to take out that gunship! Can't get close enough!
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
Bro, that's it! Pete! Alley-oop on 3!
Fine.
1, 2, 3! Alley! Woo!
He got away from us.
It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
He's not normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
Sick. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. That's great. Let's go. Yeah, that's definitely Venom overtaking Spider-Man. Definitely. So we're gonna have, Venom's probably gonna leave Spidey eventually, or we're gonna have to save Spider-Man from the Venom stuff. We're gonna be dealing with obviously Lizard, and then Craven, who I don't know much about Craven, but that's okay. If people say he's a badass, then he's a badass. So let's go. Plucky Squire.
We will be watching. Maybe engage a little.
Let's see what you're made of.
Everything started when I met Fred.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Sweet liberty!
All right.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right. Sony set the bar. They set the bar for the summer showcases. They set the bar for the summer showcases. That was a pretty good show, guys. I gotta say, that was a pretty good show. You know, 2 years in the making. That was, I don't know if anything can top that. I don't know if Summer Game Fest can top it, if Xbox can come close. You know, Nintendo. I don't know, man. That was so good. I mean, not even counting all the big games they showed. Like, I have a list here of 7, 8 games. Neva, Plucky Squire, Towers of Ashaba, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm just an Assassin's Creed fan. It is what it is. Grand Blue Fantasy, Relink, Tower of Fantasy. Just keeping an eye on that one. We'll see. Dragon's Dogma 2, Spider-Man. Like, that was a good show. Very, very interesting. Torres says, no, they didn't. They set the bar for disappointment. Spider-Man 2 was the only decent game. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Expand your horizons a little bit. Expand your horizons a little bit. What device was that? I missed it. The one with the screen and the controllers. So this device was already rumored. I didn't know if they would announce it today, but it's a streaming only device. Okay. So it's basically just playing your PlayStation 5, quote unquote, anywhere, but it's all streaming. So if you notice, like on Xbox, you can run their app off your phone and stream your Xbox games to your phone and play it with a controller. It's basically that, but that's all it does. It's just a streaming device for your PlayStation 5. If it's anything more than $100, it's a ripoff. I'll just tell you that right now. If it's anything more than $100, it's a ripoff. But yeah, it's just an accessory to sort of switchify your PS5, but it's really only going to work in your home connected to Wi-Fi. But it's not, to me, it's not something to be excited about. They've done like the PS Remote Play stuff before. It's not really anything to write home about. It was rumored before. They announced it today. You know, then the way they announced it, just kind of chucking it in there towards the end. It's like, yeah, okay. They're not even trying to pretend they think this thing is going to sell well. So I'd say it's under 200. It's a good price. See, I disagree. It's gotta be 100 or less. Look, guys, It's just a screen with a controller split in half. If that thing costs more than $100, it's a ripoff. I'm sorry. It's literally just a screen with a controller cut in half. Look. Take this, go online, buy an LCD screen that's like 11 inches for $20, slap it in between. That's all it is. But it's not bad that they're doing it. It's just, it's not for me. So the controllers are $70. And I just said you can get an 11-inch screen for $20. What are we talking about? Again, shouldn't be more than $100. My opinion. Should not be more than 100. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not buying it anyways, so I'm kind of irrelevant to this conversation. I have zero interest. If I'm playing PlayStation 5, I'm playing it on this. You see this? That's what I'm playing it on. 85-inch TV. I ain't playing it on no little tablet. That's just the way I am. Ain't happening. Watch. I say that, and next thing you know, I have one of these damn things. And I'm playing it in my bedroom. That's what I say. That's what I say. But then, you know, if I have it, would I use it? The only thing I would ever play in my room on it, to be honest, would be if I started playing Madden on PS5. I might be willing to play Madden on and on. But that'd be about it. Because I do every now and then use the Xbox app to play Madden in my room. So if I switched over to PS5 for Madden, that'd be it. But otherwise, I wouldn't really do it. All the other games I play on PlayStation 5, I want that big screen experience. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way it is. I just want the big screen experience. I bet it'll be 300 or more. I mean, it's Sony. Who knows? You don't want to play the PS5 on the crapper? No, because when I'm playing PS5 games, I'm not playing like short burst games. I'm playing games that require hours and hours of play. And you go like, well, what about your Switch? Yeah, I stopped playing Switch on the crapper a long time ago too, because I'm playing like Tears of the Kingdom or something that like takes a long time and heavy investment. I don't need to smell my own shit while I'm playing, you know? I don't need that shit air circulating through my Switch. So like I used to, yes, but I haven't in a long time. So I don't know. That's just me. It's funny because portability is one of the things I like about Switch, but it's because I take it literally anywhere. Like if I'm playing in my room, I can get up and walk outside. I don't have to worry about my Wi-Fi connection, and you know. But hey, it's not a bad thing this device exists, and it's going to hit on a certain market. And if they price it correctly, cool. Does it look ridiculous? Well, yeah. I mean, it's a PS5 controller cut in half with a screen in the middle. I mean, it's going to look. There's not really a way to slice it. It's going to look ridiculous, but does it serve the audience? Probably. The audience that wants remote play at home, especially. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, as T. Firmack said, you can already stream PS5 games like to your phone or to a tablet and use a controller. I mean, the only real place for it is you want to hold it in your hands, right? Like I've done PS5 remote play where like I'm on my tablet, like you set the tablet here and then I'm playing with a controller, but that's different than like laying down and holding, like it's just not the same as holding this. So like they're trying to create a thing that you hold like this. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I don't know. I don't see it selling very well, but I mean, it's an optional accessory. And in the end, you know, how many optional accessories has Nintendo released or even Nintendo announced and not released? Hello, Vitality Sensor. So like Nintendo releases a ton of accessories that don't sell well. So in the end, who really cares? You know, you either buy it and you like it or you don't, or hopefully you don't buy it and dislike it, because I hope you know what you're buying. I mean, hope you know you're going to use it if you buy it, I guess is the best way to put it. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. I probably got to go cook dinner for the family. And then we have our podcast tonight. I have to get that all organized as well because I'm a bit behind on that. I mean, we have all our guests locked in, but you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll hopefully catch you tonight in about, 3.5-ish hours. Peace out.